A very good afternoon to all of you. Students, as we know that we are sitting at home, but it is our duty that we have to complete our syllabus on time also. So that's why I'm going to teach you through online. Yeah, there was a disturbance in the Zoom, so I have decided to take this option and I'll record my audio and I'll send it to you. So first of all, I have taken the poem My Mother at 66. I hope you all have the books with you. If you don't have, don't worry, you can download the poem from the internet. Okay, so it's a very small poem. As we start, I want everybody should have the notebooks with them. Keep a pen in your hands. There are some important points, some words and questions that I'll give to you while describing or explaining the poem. Okay, so let's start. My Mother at 66 is a very small, very simple poem. It's written by Kamala Das. Name of the poet is Kamala Das. Yes, she was born in 1934 and she died in 2009. So I'm not going to discuss much about her. Now I would directly go towards the poem. So, My Mother at 66. It's a very emotional poem, as the title signifies that. My Mother at 66. The poet has written a lot of emotions in this poem because it is definitely an emotional poem. She is very much attached with her mother. She was, I would say. Yes, and she has explained the emotions, the pain, the feelings that she had felt at the time, at the stage when our parents get old. Yes, it is a very critical point. We all feel so. We all have a kind of fear in our mind, in our heart, that we may lose our parents. That is the pain, that is the fear. I think it is common in all of us. When we are a child, we feel this kind of fear, we feel this kind of pain, and we don't want to lose our parents. That is the difficult moment for us when our parents are not around us. So in childhood, yes, we feel so, but this is the poem in which the poetess has been describing the feeling of losing her mother when she has grown up, and the mother is at the stage of about 66. So the first question that arises here, it is 66. Why the age 66 has been taken by the poetess? Because it is mostly assumed that when any person crosses 60, it means that the span of life is decreasing. The person is going to die soon. There will not be much time with that person, and the person starts growing weak. He or she starts growing weak and old, and old age signifies death. When somebody gets old, we always get the fear of losing that person. So that kind of fear has been expressed by the poetess in this poem. I hope the introduction is clear to all of you. Please note down if there is any doubt regarding anything what is said by me. Okay, so now I am going to start with the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. So this is a very long sentence and there is no full stop, and this is only separated with the commas. Driving from my parents' home. Now the poetess had come to her parents' home to spend some time, you can say holidays. It's not clearly written what was the purpose that she visited over there, and she is going back to Cochin. Also, there is no description, no explanation that why she is going to Cochin. Maybe she is working there, or maybe she is married and she is going back to her house. So now she is going back from the parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. That's the time when she was going back. She was going to Cochin. That is the place she actually lives in, but she had come to her parents' home. Now she's going back to Cochin, and the mother was sitting beside her, driving from my parents' home. She was in the car. The mother was sitting beside the poetess, and she saw her mother. At that time, she actually felt something. She observed her mother who was sitting beside her. Now, what she observed, there are some words that are written after this, which is describing the mother's condition, how she was there. She was dozing. The word is doze, DOZA. Dozing means taking a nap. कुछ टाइम के लिए सो जाना. Doze. The mother is taking a nap. She is sleeping. Open mouthed. Open mouth matlab the mother's mouth is open. Mostly when old people sleep, their mouth is open. Her face ashen like that. Face is looking like ashen. Ashen means ashes. जिसे हम राख कहते हैं. Ashes. The mother's face is dozed, open mouthed, and her face is ashen. It means that it is describing that the mother's face is dull and she is just looking like a corpse. Corpse means like a dead body. CORPSE. Corpse means dead body. So these are the words that are describing the mother, that are used to describe the mother. The mother is dozing, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. It means that mother's face is totally weak, it's old, it's looking dull, dead, like a dead body. Like dead body has no kind of energy. It is white, pale. So the mother's face is looking dozed, open mouthed, and like ashen, like a corpse. यहाँ पे एक simile यूज है. The word like is written over here. It means that it is a simile. We are using a simile here. SIMILE. Like that of a corpse. Corpse means dead body. And realized with pain. And the poetess felt some pain. What was the pain? Why she felt pain? That she was as old as she looked. That she was old. Now the mother had grown old and she was going to die soon. That was the actual fear of the poetess. She was feeling negative. She was driving to Cochin with her mother and the mother was sitting beside her. And what she felt, the mother was mother had grown old. She was looking like a dead body and the poetess is feeling painful. She is fearful of losing her mother. That is the real pain. That is the real fear of the poetess. That she was going to lose her mother soon. But soon put that thought away. In the next line, the poetess has just, it's not actually different line, it's a complete stanza, it's not changed, it is the same stanza, but soon put that thought away. What did the poetess do then? She tried to divert her mind. She was thinking negative. She was thinking that the mother was going to die. She had a kind of fear and she was feeling painful of that. But now what did she do? She tried to divert her mind and she looked outside, out of the window. She put that thought away. Put that thought away means she tried to divert her mind. She tried to change the kinds of thoughts that were coming into her mind. What kind of thoughts were that? The thoughts of losing the mother, the fear. She didn't want to actually feel that. She didn't want to feel negative. So she tried to change her mind and she wanted to change her, to divert her mind. So she put that thought away and looked out at. What did she look out? When she looked out, she looked out at young trees sprinting. Sprinting is a word which explains the energy. Sprinting means fastly, running fast. We used to do sprints. Sprints means short races, but it is full of energy. So when we look out of the window or out of the window of any vehicle which is moving, whenever we are traveling in a car, bus or tree, when we see that trees are outside, they are mostly running backward. That is called sprinting. So trees here shows the energy, the life. So she tried to convert her mind by looking outside, by looking out of the window of the car, and what did she see? She see the trees sprinting, the merry children, and the children were there. They were merry. Merry means happy. They were full of happiness. Merry children spilling. स्पिल, व्हाट डज स्पिल मीन? स्पिल मीन्स होता है जैसे किसी भी चीज़ में से एकदम कुछ बाहर आ जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन वी ओपन अ कैन और ओपन अ कोल्ड ड्रिंक bottle, and sometimes the gas, the bubbles come out, and it spills. So the children are coming out of the houses and it feels that they are spilling. It means that uh, they are playing with full energy over there. They're coming out of their homes, but after the airport's security check. So she had actually reached the airport where she had to take the flight to Cochin. When she reached the airport security check, you all must know what is a airport security check. When we have to get a full checkup of our luggage, our bags, handbags, and whatever belongings that we have. So she had crossed that line and she had been standing over there. She had left the mother behind. When she looked back, standing a few yards away, she was a few yards away, means she had just gone a little away from her mother. She again looked at her. She looked at the face of her mother. Now what did she observe here? I looked again at her wan, pale. Wan means colorless. It is already written in the book also. Wan, W-A-N. It's colorless. Pale means dull. Yellowish color. Pale means yellowish. So we have here another word that is used to describe the mother. It is wan, pale. I looked again at her wan, pale, as a late winter's moon. Second comparison is done over here. The first comparison, it was like that of a corpse. It was a simile. Another simile is used over here as a late winter's moon. So winter's moon, why the face of mother is compared to the moon of winter? We all know that in winters mostly there are clouds at night. It is not so much clear. So the moon is covered with the fog or with clouds. It is not clear, right? It is dull. We can't see it properly. Same, just like that, the mother's face has now become dull. It is not clear. It has no energy. It is weak. It is pale. It is dull. And felt that old. Now what did she feel? Felt that old familiar ache. It's very important what old familiar ache the poetess is talking about here. The childhood fear. As we started in the introduction, I described that every child has a kind of fear of losing his parents. We all have a kind of fear that we might lose our parents. That fear is always there. So she used to feel that also in the childhood, like us. Now she is feeling that old familiar ache. Ache means pain. That pain has arisen again because she is now looking at her mother's face, which has grown old, which has grown weak, and she is at the age of 66, which means that she is going to lose her mother soon. It is the time that sometime or soon she is going to lose the mother. So soon the mother is going to die. So that is a familiar ache. That is the common ache, the common pain that she had in the childhood, and now she is again feeling the same. That's why it is written over here, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, but again the contrast is there. She was feeling something else, but she was trying to say something else. She was trying to pretend something else. Like before, she tried to change her mind, to divert her mind by looking outside. What was she looking inside? She was looking inside the car, the death. It was equal to death because the mother's body is described as compared to a dead body, to a corpse. So she was again trying to divert her mind. Now she again said that, what did she say? She didn't say any negative word to her mother. At last, she again tried to be positive and she said, "See you soon, Amma." So these are the words that the poetess told her mother at last, which gives a positive impact, which actually gives a positivity, optimistic viewpoint of the poetess, that she would definitely see her mother again. That it means that she hopes for the best, she hopes for the positivity, she hopes that the mother would live the next time when they were going to meet. All I did was smile and smile and smile. And 3 times the word smile, smile, smile is used. It is a repetition. And why the poetess has used the word smile again and again? Because she is trying to hide her emotions, the emotions of losing her mother due to illness or due to sickness or due to old age. So this is all about the emotions. The poetess has tried to write about the fear, the pain that she was feeling at that time, and that fear was not a new fear, it was the familiar old fear, because she used to feel the same when she was a child also. So this is what I wanted to explain. I hope it is clear to all of you. If there is any problem, you can ask me, but in the group, not individual question, please, because if you ask the questions in the group, it will be help other students also. This will make the poem more clearer to all of you. Ask more questions, that will give you more clear perspective of the poem. And yes, you can also note down some important questions that I'm going to dictate right now. You must have your notebooks with you. So the questions which are very important, and they were in the exam this year also, it was from the extract, the very first extract: with whom the mother's face has been compared and why? With whom was the mother's face compared and why? Question number second is, which literary device has been used in the poem? Give examples. Next question is, why did the poet say that? Why did the poet say that old familiar ache? Old familiar ache. Put it in the quotations. So next question is, what did she notice in the world outside? What did she notice in the world outside? Okay, that's all. I'll send you the summary of the poem also, and the question answers which are in your book NCRT. I'll give the answers also. Note down in your fair notebooks, and please write down on the top of the notebook when we are going to start this, name of the poem, poet, and also write it online session. At the top it should be written there, it was an online session that we have done over here. Okay, bye, take care.